Great movie locations to visit. Traveling always makes us excited. If you travel to a place you saw in a movie, you will find that very interesting. Here are some places you might be familiar with from seeing them in movies. When you think of traveling in Europe, a lot of places will come to your mind. If you are a fan of musical movies, Santorini, the Greek island, can be one of your travel destinations. This is not only a setting for Mamma Mia, but also a regular place in posters and postcards. Bright white houses, small hotels, and outdoor cafes hang on the edge of steep cliffs that go down to the blue Aegean Sea. Every year, thousands of tourists visit Santorini to experience the famous undersea caldera, and they admire some of the most beautiful traditional villages of the Greek island, the Cyclades. While walking or biking around the villages, you could remember a scene where Donna and Sam had a reunion and ran around these villages singing "The Winner Takes It All" in Mamma Mia. The lively colors of the white houses with their blue-painted windows contrast against the black volcanic rocks rising from the sea. If you ever see it in person, you will find this view very exciting. If you watched the movie Avatar, you must be surprised at the scene when Neytiri and Jake were flying above the floating Hallelujah Mountains. And you thought Pandora's world, Navi's forested habitable moon, could not exist on the Earth. It cannot. However, the Hallelujah Mountains in Avatar were actually inspired by the Chinese mountains that exist in Yuanzhizhi. If you have a chance to travel to China, you should witness the floating mountains in person. Yuanzhizhi is located in the Zhangjiajie National Forest Park. It is a naturally formed platform mountain surrounded by higher summits, which are divided by deep valleys. You will walk on the mountain's edge and watch clouds rise from beneath your feet. As you climb up the mountains, you are made to sense the closeness of the mountains, with the impression you could almost touch them. Many peaks rise from the deep valley floor, causing you to recall the images that the mountains are floating upside down in the movie. Like Neytiri and Jake did, you might feel as if you were flying among the peaks, riding on the clouds. In the USA, New York City is common in many movies. If you want to experience busy city streets, New York City is a perfect place. There are many things to do in New York. One of them would be visiting Rockefeller Center. It would not be winter without a chance to ice skate in one of New York City's most celebrated locations. Here, you will find both New Yorkers and visitors skating under the watchful eyes of the golden statue of Prometheus and the unique urban backdrop of Rockefeller Center's sparkling lights. You may recall the scene in which skating Jonathan talked to Sarah in Serendipity. Try skating on that rink and being a Jonathan or a Sarah. If you are lucky, you will see the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, which also appears in a lot of movies. The tree has been a crowd pleaser for more than 75 years. The tree lighting ceremony attracts a lot of people, but you don't have to be at the ceremony to see the tree. You can admire the tree's brilliant lights all season long. There are many places you may feel familiar and may want to visit. Why don't you research these places? Maybe you will find yourself walking around the place in the future.